Welcome back to the Lunchable podcast with Shandon Clinton,
Alexander Montgomery,
yeah,
John,
J-Red,
and with special guest Mr. Dominic Booker. Alrighty, guys. So it's been about a week since we did our last podcast. Okay, so do you guys remember what we did last podcast?
movies.
We did movies, and what did we decide was a good bad idea to do after the movie?
Watch
podcast?
The Cube.
We watched The Cube.
That was not a bad idea. It was an amazing idea because you all witnessed the good, bad,
We
that is
had
The
to
Cube.
go to the closing Blockbuster down the street to go get The Cube.
Yeah,
Bought it for $4. Now we own it.
Oh!
Yeah, we walked down the street and we went to Blockbuster, who's closing and clearance on everything. We're like, hey, you got The Cube? It's like, yeah, there's one copy left.
Wait, they heard our podcast while we were recording it.
Get the Cube.
It was destined to be.
Sadly, they didn't have their stupid ceiling panels for sale, and now I'm very mad because I don't own a Blockbuster ceiling panel.
No, they were for sale. Somebody bought one of them.
Oh, somebody bought one of them. Yeah.
Someone bought the skinny one at the corner of
Like
corner of the room.
the ones
Yeah.
that you have to cut to make fit because they didn't measure it out.
It was a
right.
custom one.
a custom
Ooh.
panel.
Okay, so anyways, what would be the natural next step after movies to discuss on the podcast? Today's TV shows. Okay, what is your favorite TV show, Alex?
How about you go first?
Why do I?
You never go first.
Lead
You
us off.
always last.
Lead
Oh,
us
God, why are you
off.
changing so many things? I feel dirty.
Go,
Okay,
we're changing things.
Okay,
up.
so my all-time favorite, which is going to sound really lame because I just recently got to watch it, has been Dexter. The one with the serial murderer. I know you're very disappointed.
Yeah.
Oh, God, there's two!
Oh, he's gonna
God.
swing a chair.
Oh, God.
Okay, never mind.
I
the
say
chair
this
down.
because I love the actor. Michael, I forget his last name.
Michael C. Hall.
Yes. Amazing actor. He's in 6 Feet Under, and
Somebody so angry, Jared. You know so much about it.
Jared and me have had this fight before, so it's not.
Everything past season 4 was awful.
But he's so pretty.
I mean, yeah,
Jared.
I could look at him all day.
Jared, we can save your hatred for like another topic. Maybe they might do a thing like, what is your least favorite TV show?
No.
And
Dexter.
then they'll block out 30 minutes just for you.
Anything that Chandon likes.
I hate more than anything. Stop liking the things that I don't like, Jay.
Yeah, no, it's Dexter. I recently got my Netflix account reactivated, and I saw that as a recommended a show that I might like. So I watched it. It was good. You don't need to be jerking it in front of me, okay? So yeah, I went on a giant binge and just watched every single season that's available on Netflix, which is up to season 4.
Yeah, don't watch anything past that. I'm telling you
I'm
right
gonna
now.
watch 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Okay,
Oh,
and then
jeez.
your favorite TV show is not going to be Dexter. I'm saving you the trouble.
You know what? So yeah, I'm gonna be an angsty teenager and rebel against you. And do exactly.
All right, Nirvana, calm down.
Oh,
Can we fight it with angst?
angst?
No, never do that.
Okay,
Doesn't-
well,
wait, wait.
Mr. Pop Punk, do you want to tell me what your favorite stupid
Okay.
show thing
One,
is?
don't call me that ever again.
What, Pop Punk? Okay. Wearing the
Two.
stupid thing.
Two,
He's wearing a very lovely shirt.
I am. My favorite TV show is Being Human, the sci-fi original
The thing
series.
that was on this godforsaken TV?
Yes, but not the American sci-fi version, the British sci-fi version.
Being
'Cause that
Human?
one is a lot
Yeah,
better.
Oh, okay.
the original
You
one.
seen it?
What is?
I've seen bits and pieces of it.
I seen
Okay.
the British one.
Yeah, I started watching it and I was kind of weirded out because the premise sounds kind of weird and it's, I don't know, I didn't want to go towards it first. The
what's
premise is 3 people that live in a house, except one of them is a
Holy
vampire, one of them is a werewolf, one of them is a ghost.
What?
Boom.
That sounds like an NBC
Does the
sitcom.
ghost pay
I
rent?
know.
Probably. I don't know.
If the ghost doesn't pay
There
rent,
was some
get the
weird
fuck out of
stuff.
my house,
She finds a way to like be like real for a little while, and she like fades away into ghosting again. She was a hot bartender for a little while. It was Dees. But yeah, that's the premise of the show. But it goes a lot deeper than that. Like them trying to basically just hide the fact that they're like beings. So it's really interesting.
And moving furniture around's a bitch.
Unless you're a werewolf.
Territory.
You have a
just, like,
ghost.
can't
I'm
touch
still
that.
Just pissing in the house? Is that what you're
My
saying?
whole thing is like, I want to make sure that fucking ghost pays rent.
No, like
Because you're not going to eat my ghost food and sleep in my ghost bed
What are you gonna
without
do?
giving me ghost money.
What are you gonna do if he doesn't pay rent? What are you gonna catch him?
Wait.
Check him out?
I am great
If the
friends
ghost
with
doesn't-
Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray.
Why do you have?
We've got this.
Chandler, why do you have ghost food and ghost furniture?
Because
when
I apparently have a ghost person living in my
Yeah,
house.
yeah,
I
but
want
you're
them to feel accommodated
Why don't you just-
until they start paying.
Why don't you just
not
give
pay
them
rent.
actual money?
The show is funny because
Okay.
the ghost does nothing but like make tea for the other two dudes, but she never drinks it. She always makes way too much tea.
Because she's a
She
ghost!
can't drink any of it, obviously, and the vampire guy doesn't eat anything. So the only person that actually eats in the house is George, the werewolf, and they both sit at the dinner table with him and just watch him eat. It's kind of funny.
That's creepy.
I still can't get over his name is George.
George the werewolf.
George the werewolf.
Yeah.
George.
Can you write that on your resume?
George the werewolf.
No.
Game Stop for 4 years, comic shop for 2, werewolf
For life.
for life.
No, because he gets like.
Don't
scratched.
shut up.
How do you get turned into a werewolf, Dominic? You get attacked by a werewolf.
Not all the time.
Yeah.
But how did the first werewolf
Sometimes
come
it's
to be?
love scratches.
Unless you're in Twilight, you get this awesome tattoo, and then you're really lame.
You like
You get out. You're referencing that movie. Get out. Out.
I'm gonna
Take
beat
your
your food.
beanie and
Don't
get out of
beat
here.
We will take your. May I
Mostly eating
may I
food.
remind the audience that a guest is kicking out a member.
He's trying to.
Let's try.
Okay, well, let's move on. John, what's your favorite TV series?
My favorite TV show is probably Ed, Ed and Eddie because I'm just a huge
Ooh.
cartoony.
That's a good pick. You should have picked that one.
What do you think, Dom? Because I know you're picky with your cartoons.
I liked Ed and Eddie growing up.
Oh.
There was only 3 shows that I like watching on the Cartoon Network between these slots of 3 to 7. Ed and Eddie, Dexter's Laboratory, and the Powerpuff Girls.
That was it.
Those are the only ones worth
So,
watching.
which one's your favorite then? What's your favorite show of all time?
My favorite show happens to have the same name of Dexter.
But is there a lab involved?
But there's a lab.
Oh shit!
There's a young sister. There are red buttons, like the one right here.
Don't press the red button.
But what does
That
it do?
It stops people from hearing the voices.
In their heads? Oh.
That's a pretty good
So
one.
they're
Hey.
taking
So
medication.
yeah, no, my favorite show, Dexter's Lab. It's one of my more favorite
Yeah.
things of watching
Yeah,
when I was
yeah.
growing up. Favorite 2 characters obviously was Dexter and Mandark.
Was
Man-
Mandark?
I love Mandark.
God.
But unfortunately, recently I've actually started to dislike that character because of a terrible show that should not be watched by anybody called The Big Bang Theory.
Oh, no.
And everybody likes to make the comparison of Sheldon to Mandark, and I hate Sheldon.
Big Bang Theory is not even funny though.
It's not. It is a terrible
Yeah.
show.
Don't put that
it-
connection because Mandark's straight.
It's too late. The anger has already been
Oh,
there.
God,
It's
it's-
being
Oh,
sown.
no.
He's made his plate into a taco.
So angry, taco place.
Taco plate.
I
Now I
could
kinda
make
want a
this
taco.
into a taco. I'm so mad.
So actually, it's interesting that you bring up Cartoon Network stuff because didn't we just got back Toonami?
Sort of just.
No,
got
you
back.
didn't.
No, yeah, we
really.
did because
What
Toonami left and then Toonami came back.
What shows?
It's all awful now. It's like
Anime.
Well, yeah, it's
If you
anime,
if you want,
but-
well, Toonami was always anime.
But it's like reruns of all the old
It
stuff.
was the old Toonami was what? Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon,
Outlaw Star when it was on there.
Outlaw Star,
Trigun
Cowboy
on there?
Bebop,
Trigun.
Bebop was on.
Gundam.
Trigun.
Gundam. Like
Yeah.
they just went through different series of Gundam.
We had Trigun too, and Code Lyoko. Nobody's gonna get
Oh,
I
God,
actually like
Code
that.
Did you go?
Lyoko!
Yes,
I
yes.
actually
Oh
like
God,
that.
I don't feel so
Code Lyoko
stupid
was
now.
great.
That was
And then-
awesome.
And then just something happened. They tried to keep. I don't know.
But it's weird because like
I think they just got super greedy.
But like they came back, like there's this huge petition online to get it back into running, and like it was immediately disappointing. The only cool thing on there was that Dead Man Wonderland, I guess, was on
That
there.
show was
love-
actually really awesome. I wish
But
they
it got canceled like immediately.
The manga finished though.
Oh, the manga.
Yeah.
It was so good, but
The
that-
anime
oh,
got
man.
canceled.
The
That's
anime
one
got
was-
canceled.
The anime was awesome.
It was-
I had to go digging on the interwebs for it.
super
Found it.
great.
It's very good.
I would have liked to seen it animated.
Well, so
but-
we know what their Toonami experience was like. What was your guys' Toonami experience? God. Because I remember we had Gundam, but they were like the little guys.
Can I interrupt?
No.
When you say their Toonami experience, are you
I
saying
meant the guys who are old.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jared.
Sorry, Jared. He's got 2 kids. You're just weird.
He is just
I've
Jared.
got a beard.
You've got a beard.
just better beard than
Not
Mr.
plural.
Clinton,
Okay, wait.
by the way.
That takes.
Decent.
You need to raise that just like 2 kids.
Boom,
true.
beard,
Yeah.
2 kids. You look like you could have a child, very young
Singular
child.
one. Singular child.
He's also a lumberjack.
Nathan, we found your dad.
It's Jared.
I knew you were secretly
Jared,
like 12.
What
I
is
knew it.
your favorite TV show?
I'm gonna have to be that guy, and I'm gonna have to be Breaking Bad.
I agree.
I still haven't
Again,
seen
watch it all on
anything
Netflix.
Breaking Bad.
I have to be that guy. I'm sorry. Like,
Don't apologize. From what I hear, it's a good
well, from the
show.
look of Dominic's
From what
face.
you hear, so you haven't even seen it,
No, sir.
and you're defending it.
No, I'm not defending
You're
it.
defending the show.
Because I've seen 3 episodes.
Put down the grape drink and let's have a conversation.
Go down.
All right, so let's hear it. I express my hate for Dexter. I want to hear what you have to say.
I have watched Breaking Bad.
Okay.
I have watched every episode.
Okay.
I do not think the show is worth the hype and attention that it got. I don't think it was worth. Everyone was pretty much running up to the nearest video store and ransacking it to get it, or running home and just burning all their freaking gigabits on the internet to watch it. The show wasn't that good. The premise was good. It was a decent show, but it was not worth the hype and attention that it got.
I can understand where you're coming from because that's how I felt about 300. 300, it was the same thing. I thought it was completely overhyped. I saw it and I did not care for it. So I understand where you're coming from.
Like the actual movie?
Yeah.
No, I agree with you.
I can understand where you're coming from. So, thanks for the input.
That's it.
Thanks, Al.
Okay, yeah. All right. Bitch fits are over.
God.
Moving on.
Yeah. So
Let's go back to talking about Toonami.
Yeah, I never really watched much of Toonami when I was a kid because, Dragon Ball Z I just watched on DVDs with my cousin in Mexico. That was fucking awesome.
Was it in Spanish?
It wasn't in Spanish. We watched it in English. And, I just remember watching...
You watched it, Ron. Continue.
Great. Thanks,
Yep,
Al.
there you go.
Did the Spanish version take 12 and a half episodes to Spirit Bomb?
Yes, it did.
I just assume everything is now in
Anyway,
Spanish for John.
The only thing I watched on Toonami briefly when I was a child was Naruto. And
I'm sorry for your loss.
I know, right? It wasn't even the good ones.
No.
Uh-oh.
The what's it called?
No, you don't have a comment on
Shippuden? Shippuden, yeah. I didn't watch Shippuden.
Naruto was one of those things where the manga was good, but then the anime was just trying to reach out to a whole bunch of little whole bunch of different audiences and stuff. And because the one thing I didn't like most about the anime was if you read the manga and you came across a filler manga, you could just be done with it. But the anime it will extend that book into 5 episodes. So it's even if when it used to come on once a week for a month straight, it was just filler episodes, and you're just well,
right,
another wasted week.
Because I remember my Toonami experience was the tiny little Gundam guys and then Code Lyoko.
Yeah, I remember the Tiny Gundam series.
All right, I watched Code Lyoko as well.
No, not that. I'm trying to remember. It was this one anime show, but it was with a bunch of mechanical beasts and
Zoids.
Zoids was so awesome.
The American anime? Wasn't that American made?
Well, I don't know if that was American.
Oh man,
I thought it was. I could be completely
There's
wrong.
shit. I didn't realize there were 3 different Zoid series.
yeah.
There's
Yeah,
the
there
one
was
where explain the origin of Zoids, and then there's the one with the blonde haired dude and the Liger guy. That model.
I guess
there
the
was
main
something
reason
else
why
entirely.
I like Zoids because it just reminded me of of a more faster pace. I was honestly wishing that at one point they will assemble Voltron. I was just make them all into one and just go on a rampage. That's what you do in the giant robot.
I never understood Zoids ever. I didn't realize that it was they had battle games against each other. That was the whole point of having Zoids. It was just to fight each other with
It
them.
was just random people with
I was like, that is really convenient that you keep running into these people with all these Zoids. I would think that'd be more difficult. It's pretty rare all these Zoids.
Whoa, you have a giant.
You have a
Mecha
giant
cat?
raptor?
You have a giant
Okay.
mecha cat too.
I have a giant lion.
Dude, we should totally see whose is better. Mine's better, by the way.
What, Jared? What do you have to say?
I got to cut in here for the old people.
Thank you.
The elderly.
Wolf's Rain, which was when I was on Toonami.
Yes, I
No idea what
remember
this is.
Wolf's Rain.
Old
That
people these
show.
days.
Done.
Russell over there is waving.
Yes,
He
Russ.
remembers it.
Done.
I actually remember when I first started watching it, was one of those animes that I caught in halfway, so I was super confused. So then I had to start going back and watching. But once you start watching it from start to finish, it was an amazing show. It was an amazing show for when it came on. It came on too soon. It came on too soon for that era because so many people underestimated that show. It did not get the attention that it deserved.
Yep.
But the show was good.
What was
I
it
remember.
about?
Go for it.
Remember that? I don't care about what it's about anymore. What was the?
I was gonna say, do you remember when Mobile Fighter G Gundam was on Toonami?
Mobile Fighter G. Was that the one where they had like the
Sounds
arenas where they did the
Like
fighting?
everybody was competing for territory over space, but Earth was the battleground.
Oh, and they had like the boxer guy. And
Every
the fucking...
country had their own Gundam.
Remember the giant fish Gundam?
Yeah.
He was just a giant fish
Which
with
one
the
are you talking
trident.
about?
This is the Mobile Fighter G Gundam where they had like the boxing arenas inside of Earth.
Yeah. Where they would
Oh, it was a boxing arena?
Yeah, it was like
I'm gonna go bleach it.
They
Which
have
one was
the-
it? Which one am I thinking of? That like Neo Germany and like Neo France.
That was it.
yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Every country had their own.
And there was like the
Gundam
infection of like if you piloted a Gundam, you had like the corruption thing going on. Don't you remember that? The
Yeah,
main
that's what I'm
character, the main character's master who trained him how to use a Gundam
Yeah.
had that corruption. I don't remember what it's called anymore. That was like the other side story that was happening. Like he had to try to find his master and
He was
like
trying to find his. Or he was trying to find his brother.
yeah, and only his master knew where he was, but his master was corrupted by that
Yeah,
thing that all
it's
the
evil.
Gundams had.
I remember his Master's Gundam was sweet.
It was fucking awesome.
I actually had that model.
I did too.
I had
It's great.
almost every model of the main Gundams from.
What was
Mobile
his?
Fighter
What
Gundam.
was his little thing where he hit with the fingers?
His hands would become
Shining,
blades.
burning.
Oh, the
Finger.
Neo Japan Gundam was a shining finger.
Shining finger, yeah.
And then
Is
it,
it?
and then it became like Shining Burning Finger.
Yeah.
Because
When he went
it
to
became-
Super
it became
Saiyan mode.
Burning Gundam, and then it was shining burning finger, and
Yeah.
like the arm compartments would like open up and steam would spray out, and
That-
you would have the gold mask.
it started making me upset because he had it. He was like the gold Gundam, and it was like cool. And then everybody gets one. Every country has a super Gundam.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's not super.
The first one was weird because he had a butler Gundam.
He did.
He had a
What?
butler. He had a butler Gundam.
But the best one was obviously the American one because
America.
anytime you just go around and start punching things.
He had pistols.
Okay,
He did. No.
The
no,
Amer-
no,
no.
He
The
had
American
boxing
Gundam
ones.
did
Was it
not
just boxing?
have
He was-
pistols.
he was
no.
a boxer.
Okay, here, hold on.
Awesome.
Neo America Gundam was a football player Gundam, except the shoulder pads would rocket off and land on its hands, and it became boxing gloves, and the football armor fell off, and it was robot abs.
Legit.
That's what it was. The front armor fell off, so the arms could come in closer to the body, but it was like muscular under armor torso.
Did he have armored nipples?
No.
Damn it.
They're just
Total-
lug nuts?
all like
total
just
no.
lug nuts.
but the head was a football helmet, and it had giant shoulder pads and a jersey.
That was
not like cloth. It was like armor that looked like a jersey. But in close combat, it would turn into a boxer.
And abs.
And abs, yes.
No, but that was a weird Gundam for me because like the way they piloted their Gundam was like by movement inside of the chest cavity.
Oh,
Where like
yes.
aren't traditional Gundams in like the cockpits in the head you have all the controls and shit, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
in Mobile G Gundam, they would stand in the pod, and then the latex would wrap around them, and it was like infused with their nerves.
Yeah,
so it would.
and that's how the
cling
corruption
them.
happened. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
'Cause it was in
Yeah.
their bodies, and then they would control the Gundam like that. And if they took damage, then they would actually feel it, and then it would make like.
Oh yeah,
around
there's that
them
one
in
episode
the
where that
hologram.
dude broke his arm in like 6 different places. He was like, "Fuck,
Broke my
I
arm.
can't do shit.
Yeah.
I didn't even get into a real fight."
Oh man, Chinese Dragon Gundam was my favorite one from that.
Oh,
series.
that's
So
stupid.
awesome.
Where he had like little dragon hands.
He had extendable dragon arms and shoot fire out of them.
I remember when they first introduced him, his dragon arms looked like Godzilla coming out of the fucking background of a mountain. It was just like,
Because the arms could dislocate off and fly.
Because they could make noise.
because they could become Dargans.
So did you guys even watch the original Gundam series?
Which
Eighth
one
Mobile
was that
C. Eighth Mobile C team is the only one that matters. Just gonna put that out.
Double O is fucking awesome. Double O Gundam has been pretty
It's
decent.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Speaking of O's in their names, did you guys ever watch Big O?
Yeah! That guy was the gym spot.
AKA the what was it? The Asian Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
He was Batman that piloted a giant machine.
He's
That's
super
all he
legit.
was.
Yep.
That's all he was. Bruce. Like, what happens if you
And he had a
make
hot
Bruce-
robot made. Can't beat it.
God, Tsunami was so legit
It was,
for everything.
it was a circle. They're like, so they have Batman. How can we have Batman but not get sued? Well,
Asian.
Pilot a giant robot.
it's like, well, we can make him pilot a Gundam.
Sold!
Throw money at this man.
Throw money
He
at that
is a
guy.
genius.
Promotion. You do the artwork.
So we're on a giant anime kick right now.
Okay.
And John, you're gonna have to cut some of this out. Specifically this section.
All right.
Okay,
Oh,
so-
wait. I'm going to write this down.
Okay. So
On my
let's
hand.
transfer back to TV shows. Why does AMC get all like the most popular shows right now? Like it had Breaking Bad and it has The Walking Dead right now. which The Walking Dead is arguably probably the most popular show out on
The most
TV.
overrated show?
It's
I mean,
overrated, but it's the most popular right now.
Blasphemy!
I didn't say that.
AMC gets all the cool shows because they have enough money to make
I wouldn't
whatever.
say cool.
They have enough money to make any original series they want. So they're like, let's
It's
just
not
make
original.
Well,
Walking Dead was not their original idea.
It's not
No,
original.
but they do a lot of original
AMC
series.
goes off of what's popular in pop culture. What's super popular right now? Zombies. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna make a not a live. We're gonna make a drama show about zombies.
The Talking Dead.
Does that mean meth was extremely popular in
Yes.
pop culture?
So is black tar
Have you
heroin.
ever been to Arizona?
But in popular,
No, I haven't.
Legitimately, have you ever been to that state?
Oh man, we should have had Al on this.
Then yes,
This is Al's topic.
yes.
Okay.
Meth
Okay.
is very
Meth?
popular in Arizona.
Arizona.
Oh, I was like, that is
So it was all very
No,
fitting.
because you know the character. What is it? Walter.
Walter White.
You know, as an actual person.
it's not.
No,
It's
no,
not
the
based off
series
his
is
life.
based off
No,
of him.
no, it's not. He doesn't have
It's
a
not,
crazy.
it's not
ass life.
based off of his entire life.
How do you?
But the
You haven't
character
seen the show.
is that.
I know, but I have seen the documentary about the actual Walter White. There's like 2 different ones.
Wait, is it based off of a legit person?
It's
The
sort of.
character.
The character trope is based off
Yeah.
of something.
Very,
Not,
very,
not,
very,
not the
very,
lifestyle or like
No,
not the show itself,
obviously not. But
the
the
character
character
itself,
as a whole.
Yes,
Very
it
loosely.
is
As
based off
a
the
man
person.
with cancer who was a teacher.
He
who-
didn't have cancer.
Okay, so that part was
That's
exaggerated.
TV drama.
You didn't see the show!
I saw
But wait,
3
so was
episodes.
he-
I have an idea.
Was he a teacher then who went to meth making, or was it just some dude who was like, I'm gonna make meth?
He
Screw
He
it.
was a meth king.
A meth king.
He was
he started with teaching, right?
he was the meth king.
There's 2 different Walter Whites though. One is currently in prison, and
He was arrested for possession of meth.
and the
Go
other
figure.
the other one is in a rehab, and people are like
Is it rehab for meth?
rehab
Probably.
for like meth
It's a drug rehab.
Right.
It's just a rehab center.
It's
The one
detox.
that's in the rehab center is the one that was the character of Walter blah 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 blah.
Okay.
Was based off of.
Okay.
Like you could if you're one of those people that's like I want to go see this, you can honestly just Google it, and you'll find it.
Okay.
Like it's I actually believe that you probably find it on YouTube. That's why I watched it on.
The grown-ups are fun.
All right, I'm getting back on topic.
Are
with
you? Shut
AMC. AMC. Mad Men does
Mad
not
Men
get
is-
enough credit.
is
It's
good.
Fucking great.
It's amazing. I love that show.
When it started, everyone was like
Especially
throwing
because
money at it.
of
guy?
Christina Hendricks, I believe her name is.
the redhead?
The redhead.
I'm
yeah,
not surprised.
My
Oh,
future
okay.
wife. Yeah.
Except she is
Hopefully you're out there
incredibly hot.
listening.
She's
I'm about to say,
If you stumble upon my podcast, I love you.
I would give both.
Shandon
I would give
says
both my
future
left
wife.
balls to
everybody
to
else
Vader.
says future
Whoa.
restraining.
both of my left
Sure.
balls.
Both your left ones.
Both of my left balls just to touch her butt. Once.
Shannon's balls both hang on the left side.
Yeah. It's kind
The
of
right is by itself.
kind of
it's really
sad. Really.
They're not side by side.
But no, I totally
They're
agree.
front
with
and
you. Mad
back.
Men doesn't get enough attention like it should.
Not
Mad
anymore,
Men
at
is
least.
super. This is one of those moments where I wish I had like
Name
names of
dropping.
people. Yeah, like I could just immediately call out their names. But the guy who plays the main character,
Yep.
perfect for that
Yeah.
that
So
specific
good.
character. He
So-
plays it really well.
He knows how to
Just
do
like
it.
how I think, and Jared's gonna fucking punch me when I say this, but just like how Michael plays Dexter really, really well.
I didn't say he didn't play him well.
Okay.
I just said that the show went downhill after season
But
4.
he
That's not what he
plays.
said,
He
though.
plays a murderer acting as like a normal person, like extremely well.
Okay, so I have a question.
Not that I have any experience.
Dumbest question.
I know I'm only the special guest. Can we make an audible question?
Yeah.
Like a continuing question?
Sure.
So what is your favorite terrible show? Because we all name like easily agreeable show.
Yeah.
Like there's certain people gonna be like, I like
Everything on TLC.
No, wait, you're gonna agree with
Oh
me?
my goodness!
You're gonna agree with me? You're
What
gonna
is
agree with me? You're gonna agree with me. Duck Dynasty!
I've never actually seen that show.
Yeah, I've never seen it either.
Damn
but-
it.
I actually haven't watched it.
so okay, so he said
I really
Duck
don't want to.
Dynasty. So I feel we're all gonna just name shows from TLC.
Is that a TLC? That's on
I have no
A&E.
idea. I think it's on A&E.
That's on A&E.
Is
It's
it?
on A&E.
Yeah.
So he says Duck Dynasty.
Mansers.
That show's amazing.
Man.
The best
Okay,
show?
that's
I found out the
Okay.
quickest way to get drunk from that show.
Not that I, as being an underage minor, would want to find out how to get drunk.
Stop right there.
You can find it on the Googles.
Is it mouthwash? That
you
seems really
can
bad.
No, that's
Alex.
gross. What?
It's gross.
Yeah, you already said something.
I just said Mansers
Damn,
wrong
God, I have
topic.
no idea. The best worst show, as in like it's terrible, but I like watching it.
Yes. You would be ashamed to admit.
No, it can even be terrible in your.
I win this one, just so you all know. I
You
have
said-
already won
This
this.
isn't even a competition.
You don't know that?
Okay, what is it? What do you
No,
think,
I'm going last.
No, he's going last.
I'm going
shit.
last.
That's how that works.
Just say something.
I like watching this show
Why
just
do you-
because I laugh at the people.
Why did
You don't need to explain it, just say it.
16 and pregnant.
Oh, yes.
Okay, I may not win anymore.
Yes, you did it. Boom, Barley wins again.
It's just they're so dumb. They're 16 and stupid.
Well, you have a company, or excuse me, a station that is broadcasting.
Stupidity.
Well, that, but I mean, you can't even care for this kid that you're gonna have.
Yes.
Like,
Didn't one of them become a porn star?
yeah,
yeah.
no, it was bad.
It was bad.
It was bad.
He found it on the Google.
I found it on the Googles.
Oh, Google.
Alrighty, Mr. Booker.
Oh,
My Little Pony?
No,
No, that's not.
no.
Dominic loves that show.
Hey man, he's got 2 girls.
I
I
have 2
can't blame him.
Everyone
I can't
said-
blame him.
I don't like the fact that you're just giving them like so much of my.
We can always cut it out.
Dominic,
We can
I
always-
borrow your driver's license right now, please.
We'll just cut this all out.
Uh-huh.
We will.
We
No,
won.
I have to say my favorite like terrible show would have to be Storage Wars.
Oh, you take that back right now.
I just got a bad taste in my mouth.
Was it the grape
I
soda?
legitimately
Wars.
watched that, hoping they stumble upon like a giant thing of magic cards.
They did.
Apparently,
Oh,
one
they-
of them, they stumbled on a box of commons with a random ass black lotus in the middle.
What the fuck?
No.
So hi, I'm a stage show.
Hey.
How are you?
They sold it for like $300.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa.
They got all the value out of it.
That show
I
got
know,
canceled, right? Just because of that?
Probably.
I really hope so.
Nope.
Fuck.
It's still going.
That makes me so sad. But then again, my life is like magic masturbating.
Great.
The 2
The
ends.
2 M's that you need.
So, Jared, do you still want to go
Eminem.
last on how?
I guess I'll still go last. I already said I would.
What was your turn?
Still waiting on you.
I'm
what,
like-
what about you, Shannon?
I already said it.
Duck
Duck
Dynasty.
You said Duck
What the fuck
Dynasty.
that doesn't
You
count?
said
That
Duck
totally
Dynasty.
counts.
Mansers. You said something.
I
I
said-
said something.
John
and that
said
was
something
Garrison.
nobody
All
cared
right.
about.
For my guilty pleasure of a terrible show, you will now find out that I'm unwed, 40-year-old woman. I have seen every episode of Law and Order SVU.
I can't say anything
That's
because
not a terrible
that's
show.
not a terrible show. I've watched the
I
whole
love this
one.
one. Special Victims Unit is my favorite Law and Order.
It's the only one with watching.
You
It's
so
the
did-
only
But
one
I've
worth
seen
watching.
every single
You've
episode.
only got nods of agreement and respect. Except for
Everybody
Russell.
here.
I'm
Russell,
getting
what's
choked.
your
Oh
opinion?
shit!
Okay, please.
I'm gonna
Okay,
say
go.
everybody here has watched Law and Order. Everybody here.
Shit, I
has
should have
watched
said house.
It's so bad.
it. You can walk into anywhere with like a sound clip of the fucking bong bong, and everybody knows what that is.
I'm making that
I was expecting Jared to say it's like, say yes to the dress or
Or
Godzilla.
something.
Okay, Brodzilla's is hilarious. Just so you know.
Yes, it is.
Those VH1 love shows are fucking phenomenal because they're so goddamn funny.
The cake show. I thought that's what I was gonna say.
Cake Boss?
Cake Boss is so fun to watch, man.
Mommy accidentally sat on the kid. Oh, jeez, we gotta redo it all over again. God damn it, sisters.
There's only an hour
This is
before
where
the big
you
wedding.
actually see the like the age bracket. You had Duck Dynasty, Mansers. What did you say?
I said 16 and pregnant.
16 and pregnant. I said Storage Wars, and you said Law and Order. So you can tell the age bracket of what went around because, and then we all defended Law and Order too.
I'm surprised you guys did that. I
Law
was
and Order
expecting
is
to receive
amazing.
nothing but shit from you guys.
No, I
for that.
love Special
Law and Order
Victims
is
Unit. It's
amazing.
the
You
best.
hyped
No
up
matter
your
how
decision
bad it
so
is,
bad.
it's
Wow.
amazing.
I'm just
It's because everyone I've ever said that to just gives me shit for it. So
Then
I was
you should
expecting
stop
to.
being friends with
Well,
them.
everybody
I'm
said,
not their friends.
oh
shit.
my goodness.
But everyone that gave me shit, they're like, I watch Law and Order too, but fuck this guy.
speaking of Law and Order, which just goes over to other shows like, CSI.
Like Law and Order.
And because Law and Order.
Because
Like the other Law and Order.
Because I go from Law and Order to CSI to NCIS to my favorite, one of my other favorite shows that's not cartoon related, Psych. I
Psych is
love
awesome.
that show.
Oh, it's great.
That's my favorite show.
I think Psych is overrated.
You know what, Russ? Shut up over there with you being quiet.
I agree with you, and I agree with you. Overrated.
No, I
I
like
never
it.
said
It's
it is
funny.
my favorite show.
I never said it. Yeah, there's nothing.
If it was
said
your
about
favorite show, why didn't you say it was
I
your
said
favorite
it's
show?
one of my favorite shows. Not an animated show, sir.
I will shake you.
You have more than one favorite show.
Again, the adults
There's,
are fighting.
there's a top.
Back to
three.
your rooms, children. Go.
Three.
go,
Okay,
go,
wait.
free.
If we're gonna say another favorite show, I can highly urge everyone to watch this show. It's on Hulu. It's called Misfits. It's a British show. Just go. Just do it now.
Google it.
Well, I guess we're just ending the podcast now because we got to go watch this thing.
I know. I'm just gonna shut it off right now.
Just okay. Done.
No. Well, it's all right. British show. Has anybody else seen Little Britain?
No.
Nobody.
What is it?
It is a sketch show of two comedians that dress up in, imagine Key and Peele, but British, with white people.
Speaking
Oh my
of
God.
that Britain, Key and Peele.
Yeah.
Even better.
That's not a TV show.
Yeah,
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
You
Where?
are dumb.
It's on
Are you
Comedy
kidding me?
Central.
Oh shit.
You are dumb. You are really, really dumb.
If I'm dumb,
Keen and Peele is just like they're trying to be
I
like
thought
the
they were like
next
an only
like
internet.
Chappelle show.
I think
They're
they're
funny.
funny.
They're doing
It's
a pretty
kind
good
of
job.
working.
I think they're
the only good one was
pretty good.
the Twilight skit. That's the only one. I
No,
like.
the only
And the hat
no,
one.
no, the
The
only
hat
good
one
one
was
was the
legit.
racist zombie skit.
Yeah.
The racist zombie one was hilarious.
That was pretty good.
What about the football player, college names?
That one's good.
Oh my god, those are so
Like-
funny.
To Brickashaw?
It's a freaking Shaw Lewis.
What about the teacher one where he goes and he starts mispronouncing everybody's names?
Hey, Ron.
Hey, Ron.
It's
Aaron.
Aaron.
Oh, what's that? We got a funny man.
You go see Principal O'Shaughnessy.
God damn it. Okay. All right. So if we're gonna talk about other favorite shows, I have one that is before my time.
But before that,
Oh,
we're still on
Interject.
British show.
well, who cares about Alex?
No,
Well,
but just about British shows though. Have you guys seen Sherlock?
Yes.
No.
I have seen Sherlock.
Watch Sherlock.
Pretty
It
good.
is a really good show. It's actually the main star.
What is this channel?
as I'm running
The
over
BBC,
here.
the British Broadcasting Channel?
I think so.
Khan from Star Trek is Sherlock.
Yes.
Is he?
Yes. Khan from Star Trek is Sherlock.
That's
Okay,
Interesting.
I feel that show
Solve
is
the mysteries
immediately.
in space.
I feel like that show is immediately overhyped because I see nothing but girls on Tumblr post Sherlock. And
But then again, you're
just,
on Tumblr.
Just stop.
But hold on, let me say you're on Tumblr. You're on Tumblr.
But I'm sad.
Alex, your Tumblr is nothing but Evangelion.
Well, because I like Neon Genesis.
Okay, but they like Sherlock.
I know, but they like Sherlock too much.
You like shut the. I'm done. I'm disowning him. I don't want any of this.
Go.
Okay. Whose line is it anyway?
Oh
Yes. Not the new bullshit that they're pulling.
No.
The old shit that was really.
The old one that had the good Drew Carey, not
Yeah.
this creepy, super skinny Drew Carey. He
Yeah.
makes me so
Uncomfortable.
nervous.
I should cross my legs while I'm watching this.
Like, it was literally like the episode of Family Guy when Peter lost all that weight. You're just like,
Ew.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Help
Sarah
me.
Jared awkwardly back away.
Yeah, 'cause he looked like a hot dog.
Yeah, why you guys stare at me? I know I'm losing weight lately, but come on, man.
Jared, you're looking pretty thin over there. It's kind of
So this is what it's like to be beautiful.
So I have a question for you guys. What was your favorite skit, like sketch part of Whose Line Is It Anyway?
oh, that's.
Oh Jesus! No,
'Cause
don't
for-
start this.
Because for
Or
me,
do you mean like an actual skit or like one of like we're gonna play this game?
we're gonna play the game then.
Okay.
Because for me, it was the Ryan and Colin were trying to sell CDs, and like Wayne Brady has to sing them.
Oh.
I don't like it when Wayne Brady
I
sings.
love that one.
I love the
I know
banter
which one
between
you're
the
talking
two.
about. It's pretty good.
I always like the ones when they just grab a random audience member and they just start
Yeah.
singing. to
Yeah.
them. Like that was always.
I like when they make the commercials, like when they have to pretend to do the commercial
shit.
stuff.
when
They
the
try to
green
sell the
screen's
album.
behind them and they
Yeah.
have to guess what's
Oh
behind
yeah,
them.
they just have to oh god. Oh,
That was
the
pretty
best
funny.
one was when Colin had to guess where he was, and it was just a bunch of beach bikinis of men in the speedos.
Speedos,
It was
yeah.
so good. Oh, I died when I saw that.
I used to really
You
like
died when you saw the
props.
skit, or you died when you saw all those men in speedos.
I
He's
thought
like,
we were talking
oh
about our
god,
favorite men in
it's
speedos.
melting.
On our podcast.
Melting.
Oh god, I'm so sorry.
That was
guys.
last week.
Oh no.
I brought my Speedo if it's anything to you.
Me and Jared have to be excused.
Whoa,
Jared.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
You went to
You
Jared.
went to Jared. God damn it.
Yeah, no, I that's probably god damn, that actually does compete with Dexter though. Because I can
Whose Line?
Yeah. I can continuously go back and watch
Yeah.
Whose Line Is It Anyway and still be funny.
Yeah.
I can't do that with Dexter because a lot of Dexter stuff is like really episodically intense. where like you kind of have to watch like 3 sets of an episode to like get.
You're also comparing 2 completely different
That's
types
true,
of shows right now.
but I can go back and watch one of them continuously and still enjoy it, and I can't do that with the other.
Because it's a comedy. You can do that with any comedy.
Well, you know what?
I've seen Arrested Development probably 7 times
Yes.
through.
Arrested
Oh
Development
shit!
is a
Speaking of which, if
fantastic
we're gonna
show.
talk about Netflix exclusives, Orange is the New Black.
I fucking want to see
That
I don't
show
have
is
Netflix.
so good.
I don't have Netflix, so it's bullshit, and I can't see it.
That's actually what I want to talk about, though. With
That
the,
John can't
that
pay
John
$7.99 a
can't-
month.
No, but like with stuff like
John's about-
we've got like
I don't have a
Stars.
job.
Just
I'm
say it. Sorry.
Hold on, we got
You
we
can
got
borrow my
Stars.
Netflix anytime.
We got Hulu. We got Netflix, and we got
HBO Go.
HBO and HBO Go. And they've all got their exclusive titles. Like Stars for a while had Dexter for itself, or they still do.
No, it was Showtime.
Showtime had it, and we have Showtime too. Shit, who did Stars have? What was Stars exclusive? Was it Spartacus?
Yeah, they had Spartacus.
And then
Blood in
HBO
the
has
Sand.
Game of Thrones.
yeah.
Netflix has Arrested Development and
House of Cards.
House of Cards.
It has
Pretty good.
Hemlock Grove. It's got.
A lot of stuff.
you would like Hemlock
yeah.
Grove if you like the Being Human one, because it's kind of the same concept.
I watched the first episode. It was meh.
But how do you guys feel about those, like the exclusive? Like you have to pay for it to get like this certain kind of
Well, that's
show,
You have to pay for it if you know how to use the Googles.
or you can illegally find
Well,
it.
you can't say how you like paying for something you want to watch. I mean, do you watch?
No, but I mean,
do you watch cable?
what's
Like,
cable?
do you watch cable
What's
television?
cable?
It's the same. It's the
What's
same
cable?
principle. If you want to watch something exclusive, you don't have to pay for it. Congratulations, you just enter how America works.
I'm not an adult yet.
Capitalism.
Oh,
Booyah!
To America.
We gotta pay
You
for
guys-
stuff.
Do you guys like Game of Thrones? Have you guys gotten to watch that catastrophe?
Seen the first few episodes.
You're dumb.
I've never actually gotten into it.
I haven't watched a single episode because I've read the books.
Eyes
Ooh,
wide.
Wait, whoa! We
Big
have someone here
man.
that reads.
Big man.
We're talking about. We're gonna ask you to leave.
Why
now?
Why?
Because you read.
TV is nothing but a animated script.
Take that.
Oh,
Montgomery.
Suck
shit.
it.
I'm just gonna open my
Can we
book and
talk
watch my
about-
favorite show.
I love this
That
TV show.
That was a little,
This
that was a little
guy.
too intense.
Close my book.
Okay.
So I'm gonna test everybody's age here because apparently there's only a demographic
12.
that enjoys this show. Who here has actually watched and enjoys Seinfeld?
I've watched it and enjoyed it.
That would be
I
John.
have.
That would be John.
My dad is.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
No.
I could never get
I'm
into
over,
Seinfeld.
I'm over here with Jared.
So my
Could
dad has
never get
the
into it.
entire series on box set, and I've
Now-
watched
now-
75% of it with
Now,
him.
did you watch it by your choice, or was this something that your dad was watching? You just sat down and watched it.
Then enjoyed it.
Okay.
By choice and enjoyed it.
I mean, what's with this? Everyone.
Shut up, Alex! God, you guys are so awful.
Shut up.
I know.
That's how I liked Law and Order though, because I had to like my mom was really into it, and then I sat down and watched it, and then I was like, holy shit, this show has everything.
Well, that's
It
pretty much
has crime and scenes,
punishment.
and punishment, and a court of law,
And dead people.
and crime
and
again.
movies.
And more
There's
crime.
There's always a dead
And then the
person.
bum
And
bum.
There's not always a dead person.
Bum, 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 bum,
No, there's always a
bum.
victim, but they're not always dead.
They're always dead.
Oh, I was trying to think. What's the stupid line?
We didn't
What's
do
the
the rest
stupid line
of the song.
say at the beginning of every Law and Order show?
God, I know what you're talking about.
Every trying to code to put the thing and the stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Bruh. That's what they say.
Innocent
These
until
are their
proven
stories.
Yeah. And these are their stories.
You
Welcome to Breaking Bad.
innocent.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's
No, that's wow. How dare you?
Jesus.
After Las Vegas, you just stopped talking about CSI. Actually, no, NCIS was okay.
Actually, you know
That
that.
one was fun
You know
because
that just
it had
reminded me of-
Zeba in it.
Okay, Dom, you just reminded me. 'Cause
Uh-oh.
CSI Las Vegas sparked my memory of Cops. Okay.
Love
Cops.
Cops, dude. Love Cops. My
Hold on.
stepdad's on the episode of Cops pulling over a male stripper in his like late 50s wearing a bunny costume.
So he's the stripper or the cop?
I-
This is a legitimate question.
No, my stepdad is the cop.
Okay.
He pulled over a guy for speeding, and it was a male stripper, late 50s, dressed as a bunny, wearing a onesie and like floppy ears.
Can we Google this?
You can. No, I think it's on speeders. I forget the difference between cops and speeders. But he was so uncomfortable, and he came home that day, and he goes, "Please tell me that we have this channel on our TV." And we watched it, and we watched him, and he goes, I'm gonna leave the room now. He left the room, and we see my stepdad's name pop up on the plate where they're like, today we're on the car with this guy. Yeah, and I was like, no shit. So I to fuck him over, I put bunny ears on his bike, on his police bike.
Very nice.
So next day he's at work. He sends me a picture, and literally, I shit you not, all of the other officers have bought him bunny ears. And gave them to him.
That's awesome.
My favorite episodes of Cops are when they're here in Las Vegas because that's always when they're super crazy.
Yeah.
Super crazy.
We have like the worst rednecks out here.
I know. We have like the worst people in Las Vegas.
My favorite episode of Cops is every fucking episode.
They're
You
all
can't
amazing.
go wrong. You can't go wrong with an episode of Cops.
But the Vegas ones.
Oh my god,
Always
the Vegas one.
Yeah.
I like the one where the cops tackle the guy down the escalator on the strip and
Oh,
they have to tase him and he's like shirtless and he's like fist fighting 4 cops. That dude was on some shit.
Oh yeah, he had a lot of the good shit. But I guess
the
it's,
taser only energized.
I guess it's always cool to see
He's
shows
a
that are
battery.
like centered in your town and you just get to watch all the stupidity. It's
Yeah.
I
like, this is
saw
the
that.
best my town has to offer. The worst.
It's even better when you see them. It's like going to a strip club and seeing someone you graduated with.
Yeah, you're like, hey.
Which I will be doing in about 2 years. So.
We can't
Yeah,
talk about
but
Cops without talking
graduate.
about that one show where Steven Seagal rode in a cop
my
car.
God.
Oh, just was there.
Yes.
okay.
The camera panned and it just showed the nameplate. Steven Seagal.
This show is Steven Seagal and his friends dressing up like cops and going to crime scenes after they've already arrested somebody, and he's like, "Why'd you hit that girl? You knew you're not supposed to hit girls, right?
Yes, officer.
Next time I catch you hitting girls, there's gonna be some problems."
Am I supposed
But
to be
he's already arrested and being taken to jail
Alex.
for like serious domestic violence.
Alex, am I supposed to be like frightened or turned on? Because
I don't know. With Steven Seagal, it's
Steven
both.
Seagal.
It's both. I mean,
It's both the Steven
that
Seagal.
ponytail cannot be handled.
Oh shit. Ponytail just got real.
It's like steel.
I watched a couple episodes of that, and I couldn't stand it.
I
Like
only
the first 10 minutes of the show was Steven Seagal and his buddies at a shooting range, shooting at targets 15 feet away, and missing.
So but it's Steven Seagal.
Yeah,
so
so
he
bad.
still hit it.
Panic.
Steven Seagal hit it. His friends were like, bang! Like me trying to hit that fire extinguisher right there, like, missed again. Can't do it.
That actually reminds me of a more terrible show called fucking, what was it? Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Oh, don't talk about my hero like that.
The big bad dog.
Oh, that's right. I was trying to remember that shitty jingle.
Dude, big dude.
Like the people he's going after is like, we need you to catch this guy. What did he do?
Tons of drugs.
He stole bread.
What?
Has
Go
anybody,
get him.
Go Bear Mace.
Get mace.
has anybody seen Dog the Bounty Hunter recently? Because that show's still going on.
Is it really?
Didn't
He
get
wears
big, though?
all white now.
That's creepy.
Holy
It's-
shit.
It's
Holy
disgusting.
shit.
Dog the Bounty Hunter found God.
Let me tell you why Jesus is arresting you right now.
Dog the
That
Holy
was like
Hunter.
in every episode. Like he'll find the guy, and then for like 7 minutes of
Give
the
him
show,
what Jesus talk.
they're like praying. You're like,
Or feeding them McDonald's at the back of their car.
just
That legitimately happened on more episodes than I dare to count.
Or just be like, hey man, I'm just gonna, here, want a cigarette like that? And it's like, I'm
Dude,
taking you to jail.
I know you just beat the shit out of your wife, but dude, here's a cigarette, man. It's fucking, you know, it's. That's the
What?
worst part. He has his semi-attractive daughter on the workforce. That can't go right in
How
any
far
single
are you
way.
stretching that word semi?
It's me. Dominic, it's me. Do you see the wavy hands that Alex is doing around my face? It's me.
Because I've seen
Shandon
that
in his
show.
dome of shame.
It's just like calling Shandon semi-attractive.
Oh,
You probably think,
boom!
what's her name?
It's okay.
Brooke
You're
Hogan.
beautiful.
More people, man. They have this.
How did you know? That's what I'm trying to think of.
On that level, man. You went to Jared.
You probably drink season.
Do we have to end the podcast now because of that?
We have to end it on a high note.
Oh,
That was so much
that was
energy.
that. All right, so since we're getting to a close here on the podcast, and I cannot believe you two fucking did that. We just had a little bro moment, so I respect that. So,
Unfortunately, we gotta do plugs.
This
We
has
have the
been
plugs.
the Lunchable Podcast, brought to you by Alexander Montgomery.
Shandon Clinton.
Jared.
Dominic!
John as well.
And Carl Jr. So before we leave, Jared, you have something you wish to ask our podcast guests.
Yes, we're just looking for feedback, things that you guys want to hear, what you want
We
to
definitely know they want less John. Less John.
Less 16 and pregnant. Yes, I understand.
But yes, if you guys do have any recommendations for future podcast topics, or if you guys have suggestions on how much louder we should get. God knows we need to get louder.
We can scream.
We can scream. Or what we need to tone down, let us know. We are located on Rainbow and Woodmill. We are Cheese Boy Comics.
Yes.
Yeah, we're those guys, right?
Yep, I'm pretty sure.
Are we sure we're Cheese Boy?
That's still us.
Shit.
Hold on, I'm gonna go
I'm so-
outside.
Okay,
Let me
go outside, go check and make sure we're Cheese Boy. We're
John,
definitely Cheese Boy.
preferably you.
John, go.
Yeah, that's it. We're located on Rainbow and Windmill. Come give us a visit. Stop
hang out
by.
with us.
Come hang out with us. What? What are we doing? Hand
If they have suggestions, they can visit you on Facebook.
Or they can go to facebook.com/cheeseboycomics.
And if you can't find it, Google it.
Google! Podcast brought to you by Google and Carl's Jr.
Also, check us out on SoundCloud and YouTube.
Yeah! SoundCloud, John.
SoundCloud is the Lunchable.
Good.
Okay, cool.
Okay, we did it.
Yeah.
Fine.
All right, goodbye. Later. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.